What's up guys, it's Punchy and we're back with another Deepwoken update which might be crazier than the last. Well, not that crazy, but anyway, there should be some stuff for everyone to enjoy and I'm excited to show you what's up. Let's get right into it. Right off the bat, a few statements about Conquest were publicly stated by the Deepwoken team, so let's take a view of these leaks. On the Deepwoken Twitter, we have received a screenshot of the supposed Conquest map related to the game mode somehow depicting the Mark Citadel, which is a part of the new Conquest map. Related, it also confirms that these new Conquest maps are multiple, one of which is set in the central Luminant and other notable locations. Besides this, and talking about actual gameplay, Conquest is confirmed to be more than just a game mode. This update will provide a bunch of new oaths and content as well, but the major focus is an endgame option to play with your friends. Realistically, I've been testing, so I really can't say much, but it is a bigger update than expected, which means more content to enjoy for everybody. I'm hyped and progress is coming. Alongside this, here's some mobs from Conquest, which I hope you'll enjoy. These can all be found on the Deepwoken public Twitter. Today we received a small mantra spark, which might have some fun capability for the Thundercall mantra, Lightning Stream. Currently, the basic normal Lightning Stream pulls our target towards us, allowing for combos and gap closing, but with the reversal spark, it's pretty self-explanatory. Instead, we pull ourselves to the target with the same type of stun, and if you want to mess around with approaching options, this is another take on the original mantra. Following up from last week, we got a ton of different adjustments for the Isley's Pyre Keeper. First off, the previous standing and swing animations were the same for the Railblade, and this wasn't very cool, but now it's received its own. Here's the new idle animation for the Pyre Cleaver that shows off both the Greatsword and dagger instead of the previous. It's a bit more special compared to the last. Additionally, the new M1 swing animations are way more fluid than the previous Greatsword ones, incorporating the dagger into it with the M1 string. It's safe to say that I definitely prefer this one. Additionally, the Pyre Keeper crit visuals change depending on your respective flame path. Previously, Azure Flames would still show up as green, which should not happen anymore. Alongside this, several Keeper criticals received nerfs, but it's not that big of a deal. The larger part of this balance came to the green fire itself, nerfing the slowing status, which could be a huge hit. But if we're still talking about weapons, we got a ton of new ones today. Seriously, if you like big bonks that hit hard, this is for you. First off, we got 3 new clubs, which we didn't have before. For such a long while, you either had a mace or the sacred hammer, but the times have changed. From the weakest to the strongest, here are the new clubs. The Toothed Club is a simple early game weapon that has a bunch of spikes with a gray and brown appearance. It's visually not that crazy, yet it gets the ball rolling if you want to run a club, and it also has bleed damage. Next up, with the Morning Star, we have a stick with a spiked ball, which definitely looks like it hurts. Again, it's another mid-level option to throw on your build, and it could be pretty clean with certain outfits. I like this one, and it also does bleed damage. The final club added in today's update is the Pernach or Pernach, I'm not too sure, but a special bleed-based club. This weapon has huge points on each side, which both deal blunt and bleed damage, very similar to all the last, but all I gotta say, it's a very good day to be a club player. And finally, with yet another weapon, this is not a club, this might just be the biggest weapon in all of Deepwoken. With the new Sovereign's Punishment, this weapon was considered unsuitable for battle until you picked it up. Seriously, this is just a giant hammer that does crazy posture damage with giant range and swings super slowly. Honestly, this is the comically large hammer that we've all been waiting to try out, so give it a shot. Moving on, dropping from the Maestro fight itself, we have the new Monastery Champion set. This cosmetic set won the recent art contest by an artist named Jester, and it actually got into the game, which is really exciting. In game, we have the Monastery cowl, beads, and robes, which are all individual items that can be mixed and mashed around for whatever costume you want. I really enjoy how versatile each of these items are in any type of design, but it's also pretty viable in combat. The special talent from the robes states, for the first 0.3 seconds of your crit windup, you take 90% less damage from any attack that might cancel your windup for that crit. That's pretty good if you ask me, but endless drip is possible. Moving on to something simple, we actually have some more visual and cosmetic optimization. Previously on the character select, you could view your slots on the home menu screen, but it didn't show all too much and was inaccurate to your actual appearance. Now, this has been changed, displaying your full character equipment alongside your transmog outfit on the character select. It's something small but a nice appreciated change to see, which I welcome all the time. Another cool visual change was the new book support for illustration and images. The Deepwoken lore books are interesting, but they didn't really have anything to show us, but now this has changed. Just for starters, the Vows of Inheritance lore book has a small image that we can see, and there should also be some more in the future. On to balancing, we have a few things here and there that need to be addressed, but I'll focus on a couple to get started. I guess it's not exactly balanced, but progression is extremely easier due to a new guild-based update. Currently, every single training tool is available for purchase inside your guild base, and if you're tired of sailing around trying to buy stuff, just save the time and, go inside your guild base. I think this makes build making and progression very fast, and I'm very excited to try this out. That's all for right now, but as always, Battle Royale has returned for you to enjoy, so get to grinding and stack up those wins. It shouldn't be too long before the introduction of Conquest, so get ready. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. There's always gonna be exclusive update content on my channel, and help me reach 85k. Thanks again, it's punchin' time.